evolution of management is the development of management thinking that can be traced since humans began living in groups. The evolution of management can be divided into four eras, namely, early management thought, scientific management era, social people era, modern era. The development of management thinking is relatively coincident with the development of organizational thinking. Many of the thinkers are relatively the same. Management science emerged after the Industrial Revolution in Western European countries and America at the beginning of the 20th century. At that time, old principles that were no longer effective and efficient began to be abandoned. Several management theories currently exist, including classical/scientific management, classical organizational theory, human relations, modern management. The five management theories that underwent evolution are: scientific management, 1900, bureaucracy, 1910, administrative management, 1920, human relations, 1930, quantitative management, 1940. Management theory has undergone evolution due to the limitations of previous theories which could not provide a complete understanding of management practice. The evolution of strategic management thought can be divided into several phases, namely, the era of early management thought, the scientific management era, the social human era, the modern era. Several concepts were born in the evolutionary phase of strategic management, including efficiency hypothesis, environment strategic performance, competitive dynamics. In subsequent developments, the view of strategic management began to shift back to internal by looking at sustainable resources. Strategic management is the highest management activity that is usually prepared by the board of directors and carried out by the CEO and executive team of the organization. The strategic management process usually consists of 5 stages, namely, environmental analysis, determination of missions and objectives, strategic formulation, choice and implementation of strategies, evaluation or control of strategies. The evolution of management can be traced since humans began living in groups and needed leadership to coordinate the efforts of group members. Following are several stages of management evolution: pre-scientific management era, before 1880 the era of classical management, 1880 to 1930 the era of neoclassical management, the years 1930 to 1950 modern management era, the 1950s. The Industrial Revolution in England in the 18th century was the starting point for the emergence of management science. The Industrial Revolution brought major changes to the workplace and the way companies operated. Several management theories have developed, including classical management theory that teaches process and production approaches to increase organizational productivity and effectiveness. Classical organization theory, a theory that refined Taylor's management theory with the inspiration of job specialization to increase productivity. Human relations school, this flow emerged due to dissatisfaction with classical organizational theory which did not fully produce production efficiency and work harmony. Modern management, the flow developed through the organizational behavior approach, quantitative approach, systems approach, and contingency approach. Quality management has undergone several evolutions, from manual inspection to customer-centric and leveraging digital technologies. Manual inspection: in the beginning, quality management focused on manual inspections and reactive actions. Statistical quality control: in the mid-1920s, Walter Shewhart began to focus on process control. Shewhart realized that industrial processes generated data that could be analyzed to see whether the process was stable and under control. Total quality management, TQM. The term TQM originates in the 1950s and integrates quality into all organizational processes. Customer-centered quality management places the customer at the focal point of all decisions related to service delivery. Digital technology: with the emergence of digital technology, quality management is increasingly transforming, adopting more predictive and integrative techniques. The evolution of a quality management system usually includes 5 stages of maturity, namely, starting, basic quality, stronger quality, embedded quality, setting quality standards.
The 5 management theories that underwent evolution are: scientific management, 1900, bureaucracy, 1910, administrative management, 1920, human relations, 1930, quantitative management, 1940. Management theory has undergone evolution due to the limitations of previous theories, which could not provide a complete understanding of management practice. Several approaches to management include systems approach, which emphasizes interaction with the environment, subsystems, synergy, system boundaries, flow, feedback, and entropy. Situational approach, which assumes that management effectiveness depends on the situation. New human relations approach, which views humans as emotional, intuitive, and creative beings. Integrative view, which emphasizes the dependence between parts of the organization, the influence of the external environment, and the uniqueness of the situation faced. The evolution of strategic management can be seen from the following developments, initially from previous thoughts and texts. The discipline of strategic management began in the 1950s and 1960s, with sources of previous thinking and texts about strategy that date back thousands of years. Influential early contributor. Some of the early contributors who were influential in the development of strategic management were Peter Drucker, Philip Selznick, Alfred Chandler, Igor Ansoff, and Bruce Henderson. Concept development. Several concepts emerged in the development of strategic management, including hypothesis efficiency, environmental strategic performance, and competitive dynamics. Shift of view. The view in strategic management is starting to shift back to internal by looking at sustainable resources. Response to the digital era. In the digital era, organizations and companies need to respond with new strategies. Strategic management is the flow of decisions and actions that lead to the development of strategies to help achieve organizational goals. The main function of strategic management is to determine the company's long-term direction and goals.